please, for the love of God, please let Seth Rollins retain this one. I mean, I wouldn't be too unhappy if LA Knight took it, but I love it.
This is TMZ's Inside the Ring.
Welcome to TMZ's Inside the Ring. My name is Branson Quirke.
And I'm your dude, Alvin Rueda.
And by the way, Alvin, we've had a successful launch. I'm so happy with the interview that we had last week with Matt Cardona, our very first guest here on the podcast.
Huge, man. You got to have a god to be the first guest of this podcast.
The indie god.
That's right.
The indie god, the king of independent wrestling. I will argue that till the day I die. He made history. That's what he wanted to do. We got him on the TMZ TV show last week. Matt Cardona was everywhere.
And now we're about to move on, and we're just going to get down and dirty here, like Dirty Dom over here.
Dirty Dom. Love him. Love Dirty Dom.
So what's going on?
We can talk about that forever.
Yeah.
But
this weekend, a lot of headlines going on, man.
Let's start off with Friday Night SmackDown.
Okay, let's do it.
I mean, I'm just very perplexed right now because going into Friday Night SmackDown, I really thought that we would see Brock Lesnar show up. Cena was scheduled. He came in right off the bat. I expected to hear Brock Lesnar's music, but what I got was very different. I got Logan Paul's theme song, and Alvin, I can't say I was the most excited for this because it's a little let down.
Look, man, I'm a little bit indifferent. You know, Brock does what Brock wants, whether he's in the farm, hanging out with Sable, his wife, you know, whether he's milking cows or really cutting up that meat with his
I've done a lot of
steaks.
research here, Alvin, on Brock Lesnar.
Dude, I mean, you know
what he's doing day to day out there in the fields?
It's a simple life starring Brock Lesnar.
I assume he lives a very simple life. Fun fact, I actually saw a video that went viral of him. This is years ago, but he came up to the GM of SmackDown showing him his phone, and he had a flip phone. Yeah. Brock Lesnar lives a very simple life.
Simple, man. I mean, he's busy over there in the farm, and not to mention trying to be the dad of the year, trying to coach his kids.
True. He's a family man.
He's all over the place. But to the point that you were expecting Brock to be there, I wasn't surprised that he wasn't in there.
You weren't surprised?
No. Do you really think they're going to bring him back right away just for... You had that moment, which was dope in SummerSlam,
okay,
right? Everyone loved that moment. And then you're gonna tease that a little bit. He's not going to come back right away. You want Cena not to have a Brock match right as soon as Brock comes back.
I disagree. I mean, we were so hyped for this, but I get it. You let it quiet down for a little bit, and then you bring Brock back in. When he does come back, my prediction, obviously, Clash in Paris. I think he will return again at Clash in Paris, probably after Logan Paul and John Cena's match.
But if we're going by people who deserves the right to fight John Cena, you're wearing that shirt right now, right? Yeah, let's show everyone your shirt over here.
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
Oh, hidden behind the mic here, Jelly Roll.
That's right. And who just pinned Jelly Roll recently?
Logan Paul.
Jelly Roll is not a real competitor. He's not a real competition.
Buddy.
And you reward Logan Paul with a match with the greatest of all time, John Cena.
We've chatted about this for some time. I think that this is going to be... I think it should be a part of John Cena's farewell tour.
You think so? I mean...
I think Logan Paul does deserve to be a part of
this. It's not like he pinned Randy Orton. Also one of your favorites.
Of course. Nobody can pin Randy Orton clean, let's be honest. Not even Logan Paul.
Yeah, but Logan Paul, now he gets the right to fight John Cena is my whole main point.
I'm really excited to see how this plays out for more so Drew McIntyre, because obviously later that night, there was a massive tag team main event, Cena and Cody Rhodes versus McIntyre and Paul, which ended in DQ after Paul decided to go for the groin shot. Why did he do that? I mean, that is such a cop-out.
It is, but it's almost like...
Shows cowardness.
But John Cena was also doing that for a little bit before he became the man of the people again. So, you know, it's okay for
Which I'm happy about. I think, so John Cena, we got Cody Rhodes by his side. I really do believe this is what the fans want. Cena and Cody right by each other. I did not want Cena to finish his farewell tour as a heel. I always thought that this had to finish in a way where he was the people's champ again, not The Rock, but you know, the champ for the people again. The champ is here.
See, this is why I'm not too angry about Brock not showing up. They gave us a double whammy, not only with Logan Paul and John Cena, but as you were alluding to, Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes.
So there's a lot of beef here between these two, and it's not just between Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes.
Have a lot of history.
It's also the fact that Drew McIntyre, we saw it on Friday night during SmackDown, McIntyre was looking at that belt. We actually have the clip.
He's enraged. Oh my God!
I had to watch this again. I had to watch this again because the announce table shouldn't even be able to do this.
You know, we always talk about the hardest part of the ring. They always talk about the hardest part of the ring, but we never talk about
the hardest part of the announce table. I mean, these are new announce tables, fairly new announce tables. And again, I don't think that these things are capable of doing this. This is just pure force of the Claymore kick.
Think about that bottom side of the announce table.
It's caved it in.
It's really super glued in there. Whatever they do, whatever they put on the panel. I don't know. I don't make announcement tables. We probably should though.
Yeah, right. No, but honestly, man, this is all because of, I think goes back to the pandemic time when Drew McIntyre had his title run. He felt robbed. And when he saw that title right in front of him, we saw it in the video there. When he saw that title, a lot of those past feelings came up, and I think that this is when he just lost it. And
hey, don't forget, he did win the title at WrestleMania.
Yes, but again, the pandemic era. Man.
Yeah, I mean, that was the real Drew McIntyre. He's really honing in his championship belt. But remember, Damian Priest took that belt away from him in like a matter of minutes.
Right.
And then he had that taste again. And he was also robbed in Europe against Roman Reigns when he went for that title. So
robbed every time.
Man,
Drew McIntyre deserves to be champion again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really surprised that he's pissed, but for him to take it out on Cody Rhodes like that.
Hey, sometimes our anger gets the best of us, right?
Hey, well, is Cody Rhodes okay? I mean, like,
I don't know.
Kind of
I mean, seeing Cody Rhodes go through what he did with the final boss, I think that this is nothing new to him in terms of pain. Speaking of the final boss, I have to flex this right here.
He was close to me. Can we call him? Do we call him
Little
Dewey or Mini Rock? What do we call him?
I don't know, Alvin, but this is my most prized possession.
It's a good one.
I had to actually move him out of my room because I felt like he was watching me while I was sleeping. But I wanted to bring him out here for the podcast today, and I think that this is a good spot for him. We may have to move him eventually. Might have to go out and get a bigger one. But
I'd have to say though, this is like clean shaven Rock, super waxed.
This is Rock versus Cena Rock. We saw Tala Tonga and JC Mateo beat the Motor City Machine Guns. Alvin, I'm a huge fan of the Motor City Machine Guns.
Well, that was a phenomenal match, first of all.
Right.
But Motor Machine Guns, when you saw them go in the ring, when you saw them come out the entrance, they were heavily taped up, so they were still feeling those effects.
It always gives the other opponent, the facing opponent, the opportunity to target this.
You know, at this point, you might as well not even put that tape in.
Yeah, you might as well not just get through the pain. And
you need like some camouflage tape or something.
What does the tape even do? What does it do?
Or you need like that skin toned tape, so it's like camouflage.
So they at least can't see it, right? I mean, they're going to target it.
Wear a goddamn shirt.
It gives Michael Cole the opportunity to say again and again and again, targeting the injured ribs. So that was a great match, of course.
One thing I did love about that match, though, was the MFTs.
Oh.
Every time I say MFTs, man, I think of NFTs, like crypto NFTs.
The MFTs, I have a difficult relationship with in my brain. I'm for them. I understand what they're trying to do, but Solo, I think he's a little over his head here, and I think that this thing is kind of capping off now. I think that something's about to explode here. I don't know where things are going to go for him, but I don't think that Solo is going to be getting what he wants in the near future.
I think there's a lot going on with this bloodline, but first of all, they beat Motor City Machine Guns, right? Tala Tonga with that big choke slam.
Tala Tonga, man, that dude's
they beat him. Him and JC Mateo beat them, and then for Solo to give a little bit of a teaser against the Wyatt Six.
Right. I mean, they hacked the mainframe.
Tag team belt, right?
We saw this. They hacked the mainframe.
Yeah.
We saw it. They right in the middle of coverage about the ESPN merger coming up.
Yeah, they said something.
Said that this is just the beginning.
But then it wasn't over for the MFT yet. Nick Aldis comes out and surprises Solo with none other than your favorite, Sami Zayn.
Oh, don't even get me started. We went through this SmackDown. We went through this in Raw
They
on
were
Monday.
wild. They were like, well, you know.
But he had to do it, Alvin. We get why, because his hometown,
Yeah, that's right.
Canada, his home country. It's silly for WWE not to do this for just the crowd itself, but in terms of Sami Zayn, man. I mean, the
He's
crowd.
beloved, brother.
We have the clip,
Alvin.
Alvin.
You gotta accept it.
Alvin, I want you to listen to this clip of Sami Zayn with the crowd chanting and just the difficulty that Solo had to deal with here with this crowd. I mean, listen to that crowd. Solo can't even listen to himself think. We heard this on commentary. They said the exact same thing. He is being given the worst possible chance to go up against Sami Zayn. I don't think it's a fair match.
So you're
whatsoever.
telling me that's the reason he lost? You're telling me that's the reason he missed a Samoan spike because of the crowd in Quebec?
Yes, I do. I
Man,
truly
you're a
believe
pro.
it gets in your head.
You got to tune it out.
They say,
it's
man.
an away game, right? It's an away game. You got to know how to play your away matchups.
I just feel like Nick could have been a little more compassionate for Solo here, because I get Nick is the GM, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think that there is any reason to believe that he's safe from the MFTs, so he needs to be a little more careful.
But yeah, he wasn't actually.
Moving on here, I want to go back a little bit. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. This thing is just getting more and more intense. I see these two completely just losing it at Clash in Paris. I can see these two completely turning on each other. We're just seeing this thing get more and more and more intense. We saw Chelsea Green. We have to give a shout out to Chelsea Green. We had her husband on last week, Matt Cardona. She came out and decided to try to get this cake that was involved. Charlotte Flair was in the ring with Alexa Bliss and wanted to give her a cake for her birthday over the weekend. And on the cake, we saw Charlotte Flair write Charlotte Flair in bigger letters. And she put in little letters on the side, Alexa Bliss, which I thought was totally unfair.
Very Charlotte-like.
But during this match, Chelsea Green, I think this was a great strategy. She grabbed the cake, brought it in the ring, and was attempting to use it to her advantage. Charlotte Flair, unfortunately, was able to reverse this, leading to Chelsea Green landing her face in the cake, which I thought was very unfair here. R-Truth, where has he been? And we see him pop up backstage. He approaches John Cena.
Man, I was really worried about you. You started acting really weird for like 5 months. You know, you changed your hair. You were really mean to people. Were beating people up. Remember you made that kid in Brussels cry? And then you said you wanted to ruin wrestling. I mean, come on, did you really think that would work? But it's good to have you back.
Oh, no, that's not good. That's not good, Alvin.
Hey, man, let me ask you something. You believe in time machines?
No, why?
I feel like there's a blip on the timeline somewhere. Someone went in a time machine and just ruined the whole timeline for us or something. Because out of nowhere, Ronda Truth Killings is back.
Where has he been?
R-Truth.
Why? Like, we saw him do this big moment where he came. We saw him at Money in the Bank, obviously. I saw him in person. I was there. It was a huge moment. The next night, he comes back and shaves his head, calls himself Ron Killings. He's no longer going to be R-Truth. And then he disappears. And now he's back, and I could not be more excited.
I just love mirroring each other with them.
I don't, is he a heel? Is he a babyface? He looked pretty, see that face right there? He looked pretty upset there by what John said. And I think he's a little taken back.
I don't think he looks upset. I think it's more of a shock factor. I think it's like straight out shock. It's like, what the hell just happened? My hero is back? You thought he was gone forever. Maybe
that's a good point.
You know?
Maybe he's looking at it that way, but I don't know, Alvin. From those eyes right there, I don't know. When the way I saw Ron Killings come back and shave his head, things might not pan out for John Cena by the end of the year with R-Truth. R-Truth may come after him again.
It's like watching Game of Thrones and out of nowhere Robert Baratheon comes back to life.
I haven't seen Game of Thrones.
Okay. we won't use that reference then.
Man, kicking off Raw, we saw LA Knight, CM Punk in the ring.
I'm gonna go beat Seth Rollins. I'm gonna become World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah.
And then favor two, then you can be my first successful title defense. Yeah.
I mean, LA Knight,
Tension.
dude,
Tension.
LA Knight has a really good point. I mean, we saw him go up against Seth Rollins. He had his title shot, and then CM Punk decided to interfere and completely squash that for him. And LA Knight, he tried to make good with him. He said, we don't have a problem. We don't have a problem. Let's just make sure that, we do things on our own time. Things got a little tense, and of course, CM Punk didn't like that.
And Adam Pearce forced them to tag with each other against Braun.
That was a good call.
Freaking
I think it needed,
bro.
yeah, but it needed to happen.
Okay.
It needed to happen. Of course, this is setting up Clash in Paris, fatal four-way for the World Heavyweight title. Seth Rollins is going to defend against CM Punk, LA Knight, and Jey Uso.
Who
So
came in
good for
to
you,
a
Alvin.
no DQ finish.
But I really think LA Knight had a good point, because you can't just interfere in someone's title shot. I just didn't think it was fair.
Yeah, you can't control yourself. When Seth Rollins is being a D-bag and taking the title the way he took the title from CM Punk, how could you not, right?
Right.
A lot of hatred over there. So you're going to do what you do to try to get that match back,
Yeah, do
along
what you
with
gotta
Jey
do.
and along with LA Knight. And I'm freaking here for it, bro.
Okay. Well, CM Punk, I've said this before in our past episodes, I'm not the biggest fan of CM Punk myself. And please, for the love of God, please let Seth Rollins retain this one. And I wouldn't be too unhappy if LA Knight took it.
Eat it up.
But I love LA Knight.
Yeet.
There's been a lot of talk about Karrion Kross and whether or not
That's the hot news right now.
whether or not Cross is really departed from WWE. It was really interesting. You texted me a couple days ago a tweet that he had made on X,
Yeah, he put his email out
putting
there.
his booking email. And of course, here at TMZ's Inside the Ring, I immediately got on that, sent an email out, hoping to get him on to explain this, because we're all just wondering, asking questions. Is he really departed from WWE? Whether or not this could be something that has to do with Clash in Paris. Is he going to show up maybe during Sami Zayn's match? I don't know.
Let's not forget, it's not just Karrion Kross, but it's also Scarlett. But
Right.
no.
And she also posted her email as well, her booking email.
Yeah, and we're waiting for you guys to contact this man. You guys need to come here and explain yourselves, by the way.
I do have unconfirmed news that I saw online. I saw this on a wrestling news website. Again, this is unconfirmed. WWE corporate insiders who are outside of creative, this is all allegedly. I saw this on a news website for wrestling, unconfirmed. I believe they are done with the company. Cross's contract expired on Sunday, and both are now open for indie bookings. If that was the case, then where is my email back, Alvin? I emailed them a couple days ago now. Shouldn't they be getting on this?
They really should be. That's interesting. And you know what's also interesting to me? Yesterday, when I was watching Raw, I was expecting a Karrion Kross chant in Quebec, Canada, and I didn't really hear that.
They could have turned it down.
Maybe.
Sometimes they do that.
But I think that was a big difference. Remember when R-Truth left and there was a big cry for R-Truth to
Sure.
come back, and everyone was just chanting out his name, and all the boys supposedly in the back was pissed that he was gone.
Sure.
I mean, what's the difference about this one and the Karrion Kross one? I feel like there's similarities, and what's the difference between the two leaving WWE, just like, or not having the contracts renewed?
Right. We have to talk about AEW as well over the week. A lot happened Wednesday night, Dynamite. I am just taken back by the fact that Darby Allin tried to kill Yuta. Oh my gosh. This dude is out here trying to murder people now? What is AEW going to do something about this? That was attempted murder.
Fuck, man. What happened in Mount Everest? He went all the way up there, and all of a sudden he lost his marbles. And
I heard it
it's
changes
okay.
your mind. I heard it changes your brain.
It does change people after a while,
He
right?
came back, and he's obviously on a mission right now. He's trying to deliver some kind of message to Jon Moxley, and this is only going to get worse.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The Death Riders have done some screwed up stuff out there before, and it was only a matter of time till they get a little receipt back to them. Because let's be honest here, Death Riders, assholes. They were all assholes. They were treating people like assholes.
Yeah.
They were being jerks to everyone, doing everything they can to get the upper hand on winning Jon Moxley that title.
Did you see their entrance on Wednesday when they came out in the dark under the arena?
Yeah.
That was badass.
Seth Riders being
And-
badass all over again.
Like WWE, you know, a lot of the guys, they can be intense, but AEW, it's another level.
They're brutal, man.
It's brutal. During the match with Jon Moxley and Speedball Mike Bayley, when he had him on the barricade there and Speedball decided to do the backflip with his knees onto his back.
Wow.
Jon Moxley, I mean, seasoned guy here. He's no stranger to
He
taking
loves
things
the
like
pain,
this. He
man.
loves the pain.
Loves the pain,
but
dude.
that was brutal. And man, I'm really excited about Speedball, by the way. And
Yeah, the way he wrestled, athleticism, like
future AEW
moves that he
world
does.
champion, dude.
Oh, you're going
Future
that
AEW
far?
world champion, as well as
Holy
Ricochet.
crap.
I'm just kidding. No.
All right.
Not trying to ditch on
Speaking of crazy stuff in AEW, I'm going to say it loud and proud. Let's go, Max. You're the best wrestler alive. Max, in his open challenge, I believe his record right now is 0-19-1 with that one against Roosh because it ended in tiebreaker. He has a 5-minute challenge right now. And that one tiebreaker, as I was saying, is against Roosh because he didn't beat him. But he's been losing left and right. You know, he's been getting blamed for that Acclaimed split up. And I freaking love the Acclaimed, man. I really loved it. And I was sad to see them split up. And he was getting the blame over Anthony Bowens. But now after this 5-minute challenge, he's been getting loved. Even though he's been losing a lot, like the Brooklyn Brawler back in the day. But the way he's been losing, he's just taking pride in it. And this week, he went against and this week, Max was against Shibata, the best wrestler alive against the wrestler. Of course, Shibata beat him in like under 3 minutes.
I'm not surprised.
But they shook hands afterwards. And
That's always good to see.
he really gave him respect. Max is now getting the respect of him losing. And after that, LFI attacked with Roosh and they tried to beat him, but Shibata actually tried to help. And then Jet Speed came out and saved him. But I'm giving super props to Max right now. What he's doing right now is super entertaining, especially with that 5-minute challenge. If you're not
himself
watching,
on the line.
I know, if you're not watching Collision on Saturday, you probably should. Just for this segment, because this dude is super freaking entertaining with his 5-minute challenge.
I agree. No.
And I'm always like looking to see who goes against him in this challenge. But now, like, you know when someone's losing and you're always like, you want to pick the underdog? He's like truly the underdog now, even though he's the best wrestler alive.
Right.
So I want to see where this goes.
No, I'm excited to see where this goes, especially with Forbidden Door coming up.
Yeah.
I think a lot could change for them.
I know, like I was saying with the Acclaimed split up, Anthony Bowens was supposed to be the guy you root for.
This is in London, man. The crowd is going to be
all of a sudden,
ridiculous.
Max Caster. Oh man.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Plus, I do want to mention also in AEW, my favorite moment of the past week. This went viral. Kyle Fletcher, TNT champion, much deserved, by the way. I think that this guy rocks. But beside the fact, Don Callis, his manager, was in the ring with him. A lot of people don't like Don Callis.
Including me. He's a little bitch.
Whoa. Do you want to tell him that to the face?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Don Callis.
He's right here. Tell him right now.
You're a little bitch, especially with that scar of yours.
Alvin.
I got a scar.
Hey, Alvin, there's a chance that Don Callis could come on this podcast eventually.
You know, he comes
You
off.
got to
as
be
a jerk.
careful who you're dissing here because we are reaching out to people and you never know. I might surprise you with someone that you've dissed. So be careful, especially with Don Callis and especially with Kyle Fletcher. That dude is no joke.
Don't get me wrong. I
careful.
loved what he was doing with Kenny Omega when Kenny Omega was holding all those titles.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, that was like one of my favorite moments in AEW. Kenny Omega was the man, and maybe because of Don Callis, but that doesn't give him the right just to be a
Don Callis is what Paul Heyman needs to be. I'm sorry, but he is.
Wow, are you comparing Paul Heyman with Don
Alvin,
Callis?
Are you noticing something here?
Like
notice
a pattern?
Are you noticing my glasses right now? What
Yes.
color are they?
They're a little bit transitional reddish.
Okay,
right
red.
now.
That's the point I'm trying to make here. What color does Don Callis wear in terms of glasses?
You know what? You might be right. He is wearing red.
Yes. Let's not get into it, but I there might be a correlation here in terms of how much I support this guy.
I mean, what he's doing to Kyle Fletcher right now is definitely what he was doing to Kenny Omega, putting him in the map more than ever.
Did you see the photo that went viral this past week of Don Callis holding the TNT championship behind him? They did the reveal in the ring.
I mean, they had a lot.
A little.
Who painted that?
I don't know. Maybe I think they went to like some type of exotic painter to get this. Don Callis is holding this title in front, the TNT championship in front of Kyle Fletcher, and he doesn't appear to be wearing clothing in this photo.
He takes pride in belts, man.
People are wondering, what kind of relationship does Don Callis and Kyle Fletcher have? I mean, they're obviously very close. Don Callis believes in Kyle Fletcher a lot, but to what extent does he believe in Kyle Fletcher?
I get they wear their titles, you know, when they go to the ring.
He's behind him, so I get it.
You know, it's on the skin.
Right.
But like something like that, or even Logan Paul did it before with a U.S. title, and he took showers with it, slept with it.
Oh, yes.
Only for Jacob Fatu to lick it like later on when he won the title. I don't know, man. You couldn't get me to lick that title, first of all. But yeah, like what's up with that? Like they just, all the sexual innuendos of these titles.
A little interesting.
Yeah.
We do have to talk about MJF, of course. Of course.
Long Island's own MJF, the most magical place in the world, by the way.
You are from Long Island, yes. MJF, what a brutal match with Mark Briscoe. I mean, Mark Briscoe went out there and gave it all he had.
The beloved Mark Briscoe. Everyone loves that dude.
I know, and I think he's getting to a point, man. I'm not saying that he's done, but I think he's at a point where, can he keep going like this?
Can I just get a Unreal with you real quick?
Unreal? Okay.
Unreal. You see how I
Go ahead.
it a little bit?
I see.
I love what they did with that match. Just thinking that Mark Briscoe had that chance, that small shot that he can beat MJF to get a title opportunity. I loved it. Well, during that fight, it was just like so close. You got the 1-2 oohs all the time. And what a great match.
I'm not exactly sure how to start this, but I honestly don't even know how I got here right now. I've been doing this for almost 13 years, and I've never felt the way I feel.
Lastly, I do want to mention I'm a huge Bayley fan. Wow. And last night we saw a different side of Bayley. This has kind of been building up for a while, where she feels like she's not at where she wants to be. There was this promo video that hit.
Was sick.
And she just went into it saying that she couldn't imagine being where she is right now. She's not had a title shot. She feels just less than herself, and she's very sad about it. And then they kind of just ended. It faded out, went into the next segment on Raw, but I don't know where they're going with this.
I'm not sure where they're going with it either, but when she was doing that promo, it gave me this documentary vibe of like having therapy at the same time.
She sounds like she needs therapy.
She does, and Lyra actually said something about that.
She said that they need to both be apart, and that there really is no reason for them to work together again, saying that it's just best that they just separate.
Why did she get sad out of nowhere? Did something happen over
Well, it's
the
not
weekend?
out of nowhere. I mean, this has
like
been
her
building up
hamster
for a
die
while.
or something. Like,
Alvin, Bayley and I were both from San Jose, California, so I've been rooting for Bayley since day one. My friends
been rooting
always
for the
give
49ers
me,
since day one also.
of course, also the San Jose Sharks. I have to plug that as well, but I don't know. I'm a little worried about her. I really hope that she gets the help that she needs, and I think that with Naomi not medically cleared first thing last night, not medically cleared to compete.
There's a lot of questions
She's the
going on
women's
from last
champion.
night,
I believe that maybe Bayley could have a shot at redeeming herself. I'm really excited to see this.
So do you think Bayley is really being genuine about that? Or is she being
I do.
heel Bayley where she's just gonna
No.
try something out and plan this whole strategy to get the title back?
I do.
Okay.
Well, Alvin, we've got another week of wrestling ahead of us.
It's wild. It's a wild week. It's a wild week.
And I will say we are so appreciative to everybody that's joined for the launch of TMZ's Inside the Ring. And exciting news. We have an interview coming out Thursday. Every week, we're going to have a recap on Tuesday. You can listen to us Spotify and Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. But again, Tuesdays...
Are we going to let them know who it's going to be?
I want to let them know who's it's going to be. We're going to be chatting with them tomorrow.
Okay.
And we're going to release this on Thursday. But I don't really want to. I want you guys to be surprised. So please come back here on Thursday.
Bro, I can't wait.
Okay, I'm just going to let that one be. That's a hint right there, guys. That's your hint. If you can guess in the comments who our next guest is going to be. Guys, we have some big names coming on this podcast soon. Matt Cardona last week. We've got many, many more coming. It's going to be great. So thanks, guys, for being with us. Make sure you follow the podcast. It really helps us out. Leave a review. You too, Alvin. Get on your phone after this and leave a review. You too, Miguel, behind the desk over there. He's been giving us some side eye. Again, he's as fast as Braun Breaker, this guy. I'm terrified of him. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon. Peace out.